Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some brushes that I like to use for my eyeshadow. The reason why I wanted to do this video is, I'm gathering my brushes, is because some of you guys asked me what my favorite brushes are because I'm always complaining, and I'm not really complaining, like I don't really care. It is what it is, that I have hooded eyes or that my eyes are a little bit smaller, and I kind of say those things or I comment about that while I'm doing my tutorial. So some of you guys asked me on Snapchat if I could let you guys know what brushes I like to use, and I'm gonna go ahead and just show you some brushes. I'm also gonna show you some demos because I recorded me doing my eyeshadow the other day. It's not my look from today, it's just like a makeup look that I had on Instagram. So I'm gonna show you the brushes that I use. Let me gather a few other ones. I think that's it. I'm not really going to show you like my eyebrows or what brushes I use for that. I kind of want to keep it simple and just simply the eyeshadows because I feel like that would be a little bit easier. Alright, so most of these are pretty easy to find. Not a big deal. You can find them anywhere. I'm going to start with how I start my eyeshadow, and then I'll go in the order as I kind of use them. And sometimes I do a different order, and sometimes I stick to the same way that I do my eyeshadows. But the very first thing that I always use is this Real Techniques brush, and this one is called it's called Deluxe Crease Brush, and you can use this for eyeshadow. I just like to use it with my primer, which I always use my MAC Paint Pot, or most of the time I use my MAC Paint Pot primer, and it is very thick, so I do like to use this brush just because I feel like it picks up the product really well and it spreads it out easily. So this is the one that I use to spread my primer all over my eyelid. The next one for sure is this fluffy one, and this one's actually a Morphe brush. This one's called M511, and I picked up a few Morphe brushes like a year or two ago. I'm pretty sure it was like a year maybe, at a makeup show that I went with my sisters with, and Morphe brushes was there, so I picked up like, I don't know, 5 brushes or something. This one was one of them, and it's worked out pretty good. All I use it for the most is to set my primer, so I usually just use like a very light cream color or like a beige color to set my primer before I start with the real color, so that way it kind of helps me blend it out a little bit more. So this is the one that I use. I also use this one sometimes to blend out or to dust off the powder that I apply on my brow bone, but other than that, I mean, I don't use it for much. I did try to use it for blending, like an actual blending brush, but it's too big for my eyes, so this one does not work for me to apply it in my crease and try to do all that blending and stuff. Okay, the next one that I'll show you is this MAC one, and this one is the MAC 217, and this one I use it to blend out my crease color, and that's it. I use it for that. It's pretty simple. I use it, I'm not even going to show you right now because you have the demo, but all I do is apply this, and it fits really good in my crease area, and I'm able to blend it compared to the Morphe one. You see the difference? The Morphe one just makes a mess on my eyes, and it makes my eyeshadows mix together and all that. This one is a little bit more precise. It's also a little more flat, so it's easier for me to stick it in my crease and kind of do the blending. And this one would just like get everywhere. And then I also have another one that I like to use for my crease color is this one by e.l.f. And I don't know if I have a demo on this because I don't think I used it in that look. But this one's also another one that I like to apply in my crease area. And this is the one that I used before I got my MAC one. So this one's by e.l.f. and it is called the Blending Eye Brush. So it's exactly, I use it exactly what it's for because it's small. And it also picks up a lot of product. So I can usually use it the most on the outer V of my eye and then just blend it out. I feel like it works perfectly fine, and I use this one for a long time. So there's that one. And then I also have another blending brush that's fairly new. This one is called Crease Brush, and it's a little more tapered, so it's also good for my crease, and I can blend out my eyeshadows. The only thing is that it does pick up a lot of product, so I do have to tap it off, which is a good thing, but sometimes for your crease shade, if it's a dark color, you can end up picking up a lot. So I always like to use this one first, and then if I need a little bit more blending, like a little bit more precise in there, or just to kind of spread it out towards the top, I use this one. This is a perfect crease brush. Like, it works with my eyes. It's thin, it's tapered, it does a good job, but it picks up a lot of product. So I am careful using that one. I mean, it's just me having to practice with different brushes. And then I have a small one. This one Okay, my memory card got full and it cut me off and I wasn't looking at the viewfinder, I was looking at you. So I think I was telling you about this one, but I was gonna tell you I'm gonna leave this one for last because I use this one for my lower lash line, so that way you can, I'm gonna try to show you the demos kind of in order. But the next one is this one, and this one I got it from the Morphe booth. Hold on, I'm a little bit itchy. I got it from the Morphe booth, but it doesn't have a name, it doesn't say Morphe, and it doesn't have a brush number. So I can't tell you what it is, but it is just a big fluffy brush. But I'm pretty sure if you go to Morphe's website or other websites that sell Morphe type of brushes, you can find this exact same brush. You don't have to get it from Morphe. So I bought this one, and if I find it the exact same one, I'll have a little picture right here so that way you can see where you can get it to, or the number or the name or whatever it's called. And then the next one, which is pretty similar, is this one is also by Morphe. This one's the Morphe M208. And if you compare it, it kind of looks similar. It's just this one is a lot bigger. This one I use it for my brow bone eyeshadow color, which is always usually a matte yellowy shade or a matte creamy shade, and I just apply this one and it packs on a lot of color, which I do like. And if you've watched my videos, you kind of see that I apply a lot of color there and then I blend it out with this fluffy brush. Like, I take it off. So that's what I do. This is the brush that I use for that. Okay, these I don't think I have a demo for, but I'm just gonna explain to you what I use. Oh no, wait, this one I do. This one's the tiny one, and this one I use it for my lower lash line whenever I'm applying any color at all. I even like use it for a dark color, clean it, and then use it for the light color or whatever. So I do like to use this one for that. It's so small, so it fits perfectly under, where's my mirror? It fits perfectly under my eyeshadow, like my lash line, so it's good. Even if I forget to apply color there and then I already have my mascara, say like right now, I could still go under my lashes and stick it under there. So I really do like this one. This one's by E.L.F. and this one's called Eye Crease Brush. So this is the small, tiny one. Let me kind of show you. See, it's very little, but it works. So I do like these E.L.F. brushes. I need to pick up more of those. And then this one is an angled brush. This one's by the Lano company, and my sister gave me these. She gave me like a set. It were like 6 or 7 brushes, and it was like 3-4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. But this, she also got it from a makeup show. So, but you can find an angled brush wherever. Like today, I used it for my, it's kind of like an eyeliner. I kind of did like a brown eyeliner, but it's very, very faded. I just did it with eyeshadow, and I just used this to apply it, and then I kind of winged it a little bit, but then I blended it out, so you can't really see it that much. But I just, you know, I kind of curve it. And it's an angled brush, you guys. You can find angled brushes anywhere. And then this one, I like to use it to apply, most of the time I use it to apply like my inner corner shade, or I use it to blend out. It's usually clean, so I can use this, you know, in case I applied something and I need to kind of clean it up or something. I usually have this one. This one's very stiff. Ooh, you saw all that powder. This one's a little more stiff than the rest of the brushes that I showed you. Like, most of these are pretty, I'm gonna wash them, so it's okay if I put my fingers all over them. But most of these are, you know, very soft and you can move them around. This one's a little bit more stiff, so I do like it. This one is another one that I got from the Morphe booth, but it doesn't have a name or a number. But again, I will have a picture here in case I find one online that is pretty similar. And it's a little tapered, it's a little round. It's not really tapered, but it's a little round on the edges, so I do like that. I can apply it right in my inner corner. So these are all the brushes that I mainly use. I do have a few other ones. I have a few other angled brushes, like small little angled brushes, or like another one. This one by Real Techniques, I also use it for my inner corner. But the main ones that I use all the time that you will most likely always see in my videos are these, because I've gotten used to these. I've used these for a long time. So hopefully this video helped you out. These were all the brushes that I like to use. The most expensive one that I have in here is the MAC one, which is this one. And I will have all of these listed below in case you missed it. And if it didn't have a name or a number, I will try to find the picture and insert it, but I will also try to somehow explain to you in the description box. But those were all the brushes that I like to use or that work for me for my small eyes. And I think the main question that I get is, what do I use to blend out my eyeshadow for hooded eyes? And like I said, the main one is the MAC 217. So this one was very helpful for me. Hopefully it helps you out too. That's it for today. Hopefully you guys liked today's video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. This one's a little more stiff than and it is very thick, so that's it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Why am I doing this?